So let's start our session by opening a new file. For that, we have to go to the Starter menu, the one with AutoCAD icon on the top left corner. Select New File. Now a dialog box is going to open up. Now the type of file is DWT drawing template and the file name is ACAD ISO. Now open. Now this is our drawing area. Now let's familiarize with our tools and terms. The top of the window is title bar where we could see our software name. Right below that is our menu bar where different menus are present. Under each menu there are some ribbons. The ribbons under the home menu are Draw, Modify, Annotation, Layers, Block, Properties, Groups, Utilities, Clipboard and View. Everything that we require for drawing we could find in the Draw ribbon, and then for modification we could use Modify ribbon. The tools for dimensioning and all is present in the Annotation ribbon. For creating and modifying layers, we could use the tools under Layers ribbon. For creating blocks, Blocks ribbon. To view and edit the properties of elements in our drawing, we could use the Properties ribbon. In Groups ribbon, we could find tools for editing and creating groups. The Utilities ribbon are going to provide us several utilities such as calculator and all. In the Clipboard ribbon, we could find tools for cut, copy, paste, etc. And then View ribbon for switching into different views. In the bottom right corner, you could see some small icons. These are called drafting settings. The first one is Display Drawing Grid. Now it is on and you could see the grid lines. Now I'm turning it off. The grid lines are gone. So for accurate measurements, it's better to keep the grid lines on. Next important drafting setting is the Auto mode. Now it is off. Let me explain its importance to you with the help of a line. Now I am going to draw a line. As you can see, I can incline it to any angle as I want. With the Auto mode off, I could have lines at any angle or inclination. Now I am going to turn on the Auto mode and I'll show you how the lines are going to be. With the Auto mode on, I could only draw horizontal or vertical lines. Now we are going to learn about Object Snap. Now my Object Snap is actually on. Let me explain to you with the help of a line. I am constructing a rectangle using line. Now you will be able to see that small green rectangular like icon. It actually helps me to select the end point and gives me precision. So having this Object Snap turned on, I could easily create my rectangle with great accuracy. Now I'm going to turn off my Object Snap. And I'm going to choose line so that I could show you what it does. Now you can't see the small green icon which helps me to choose my end point. With the Object Snap off, I could just randomly draw and my drawing would lack accuracy. And I couldn't draw a proper rectangle because my end points are not joined. Now for selecting a particular line, just click on it and it will be highlighted by blue. Now in order to deselect this, just press Escape. Now it is deselected. Now let us get in touch with the icons present under the Draw ribbon. Now I'll tell you the difference between line and polyline. So for that, let me choose line and draw a rectangle. Now I'm choosing polyline and similarly I'm going to draw a rectangle. Now I'm moving my cursor and I'm placing it above a line of the rectangle and I'm selecting it. And that particular line gets selected. Like that we could select all the lines. But if you try to choose a particular line on the rectangle that you created using polyline, the entire rectangle will get selected. So that's the difference between a line and a polyline. Now the other icons present in the draw ribbon are circle, arc, rectangle, ellipse and hatch. So let me tell you how the hatch works. I'm clicking on the hatch icon and a hatch creation menu has opened up. Now after choosing hatch, I am placing my cursor over the rectangle and I could see a hatch pattern that is going to appear. For having that particular hatch, just click on it. And now click escape. Now it is selected. Several hatch patterns are available in the library, so you could choose a hatch pattern according to your need. Now moving on to modify ribbon, we can see several icons which are going to help us to modify a drawing. So let's discuss some of the important tools. So now I'm going to teach you how to use the move tool. So for that I am clicking on the move tool. Now it is asking me to select an object to move. So I'm selecting this rectangle and pressing enter and the selection is done. Now it is asking me to specify the base point. So I'm specifying a base point and I'm going to move it. So I could easily drag it and I could move it to anywhere I want. I could only move it in the horizontal and vertical direction because my ortho mode is on. So I'm turning it off and now I could move it in any direction I want. So the next tool we are going to learn is copy. I'm selecting my rectangle, choosing a base point. Now I could easily drag a copy of it wherever I want. I can also make any number of copies. Now in order to come out of the copy tool, just click escape. Now we are going to learn about mirror tool. So I am selecting the mirror and now I am selecting my object and now I have to specify the point from where I have to create its mirror image. So I am selecting that particular point, moving my cursor and you can see the mirror image that is created. Now I am left clicking and so here it is asking me whether to erase the source object or not. So if I click no, the source object is retained and if I click yes, the source object is erased. Next important tool of frequent use in AutoCAD is offset. So I am selecting my rectangle and I am clicking offset. Now I have to enter offset distance, so I am typing 50 units. Now you can see that a rectangle is formed at a distance of 50 cm from the source object. So it can be obtained either inside or outside. Now I am clicking again on the outer rectangle and another rectangle outside it at a distance of 50 cm from the sides will be formed. Here the whole rectangle got offsetted because we used polylines to create that rectangle. If you had used lines, then only one side would have been offsetted. Another important tool in AutoCAD is trim tool. So let me demonstrate its use by using two lines over my rectangle. Here I have created somewhat a cross and consider if I want to remove a portion of it, then I am going to use trim tool for that. So I am clicking trim. Now I am selecting the part that I am going to trim. Left click and select the part. Now it's gone, it's trimmed. I could remove all my unwanted parts using the trimming tool. But instead of going in the menu bar and selecting the trimming tool, I could easily just type on my keyboard the command that I want to use, like trim, offset, etc. So in the task videos, I'll just type the commands and enter. So that's it guys. See you in the next video.